I thank the gentleman for yielding. Mr. Haib, we've heard that Cambria employs 1,800 family breadwinners. How many depend on your industry nationally?
We have nearly 2,200 members, of which over 500 of them are stone distributors like Gary.
When you say members, you're talking about companies. How many Americans depend upon your industry for their livelihoods?
Oh, they're clearly over 100,000, easily documented.
And these are mainly family-run businesses?
The vast majority of our industry is, in fact, family-run businesses, yes.
And what will happen to them and their employees and their families if this continues?
If this continues and we allow everything just to go through the courts, as has been explained, there will not be businesses in existence 5 years from now.
So 100,000 families lose their livelihoods. Is this going to prevent silicosis injuries? If these same sweatshops continue to be protected by sanctuary jurisdictions and simply switch to foreign manufactured product?
That is the heart of the situation. These companies have avoided OSHA, avoided other regulatory agencies, and they will continue to fabricate regardless of what the rules are.
Mr. Tower, so we know that 100,000 American families will lose their livelihoods. We know that domestic manufacturing of this product will collapse, taking about $30 billion out of our economy. We know that worker injuries will continue because these same illegal fabricators will simply switch to foreign manufactured stone slabs. Couldn't that be described as a lose, lose, lose policy?
For a small business like us, we're already losing.
Well, let's look at the other side of the equation. Who's enriched by this practice?
The small fabricators that aren't following OSHA guidelines.
And are undercutting their competition by deliberately breaking the law while sanctuary jurisdictions turn a blind eye? Is that essentially what's going on?
It comes to a simple question. Do you want to invest in worker safety?
Obviously, the sanctuary state of California is not interested in enforcing our labor laws that require workers' comp coverage. They're not interested in enforcing our immigration laws that forbid hiring illegal aliens. They're not interested in our health and safety laws that require the safe fabrication of this product as legitimate businesses employ. The ranking member wished us luck in dealing with this attitude, and I appreciate that. But doesn't this affect the entire country and not just California?
Oh, absolutely. This is a problem that the entire country is facing. I said in my opening that our industry is really made of small businesses, of family businesses. And what this is doing is wiping everybody out. We're not saying silicosis is not serious. It is absolutely a serious problem. We just want it to be taken care of where it's actually happening. I'm a small business distributor. Once a slab leaves my building, I don't control who cuts it or how they cut it. I follow OSHA regulations. I do an annual audit myself to make sure we're in compliance because we spend the money and we invest in worker safety.
And you've testified that when those safety regulations are followed by legitimate businesses, there are no silicosis injuries.
None that I know of or none that I've heard of.
So this is entirely because we have sanctuary jurisdictions simply refuse to enforce our existing health and safety laws. Is that essentially what's happening here?
I believe so.
And instead, they want to sue your industry out of business and put 100,000 American families on the breadline.
Honestly, I would put it as much higher than that. And a lot of today's discussion has been about the manufacturer, and it's a serious problem the manufacturer is facing, but the small businesses in this country, we're facing a much, much bigger problem because it affects hundreds of thousands of families. I wouldn't put it at 100. I would put it at hundreds of thousands of families. And
because of the spinoff, yeah.
And I've talked to business owners across the country, and they don't know how to handle this.
Well, so much for the warm embrace of collectivism. I yield back and thank the gentleman again for yielding his time.